Welcome back to beautiful Conifer, Colorado and Beaver Ranch for Discmania's 303 Open. We have round 2 lead card coverage for you. I'm Ian Anderson, again joined by my man Corey Merle. How's it going, Corey?
Oh, it is going fantastic, dude. I've been having a blast watching this beautiful Colorado mountain golf. Such a treat to watch, good dudes throwing good shots at a good piece of property. It's great.
My goodness, look at that drone footage, Corey. That is your top 10 as we head into round 2. Alexander Kraus at the top. Gossage, Freeman, and Swenson will be joining him, and there are some heavy hitters lurking on that chase card, Corey.
Oof, yeah, Joe Revere always lurking out here in Colorado. He's on the chase card, so I feel like you mentioned it off mic, but decreed by Colorado law, Joel Freeman has made an appearance, and something tells me that there's a caveat to get Joe on their final round. You know he's going to be slaying it.
It feels like it. Talk about hole 1. It is a pull up the hill, Corey.
It is 354 feet. Doesn't seem that overwhelming, just kind of looking at the number there, but it plays significantly uphill and has that little left to right finish just at the end of the fairway, as well as the right to left sloping fairway. So sidearm really plays. It's quite advantageous to have a big one. If you go backhand, though, you really got to commit to the turn because that hillside falls away.
Alexander Kraus with a nice looking forehand.
Oh, rooted.
Yeah, that had life left in it.
Yeah, he's got the juice on it though, required.
Yeah, great point. The man has a cannon. Gossage. Speaking of cannons, the iron rotator cuff.
You're not wrong, dude. And he puts a good pull on that one. You can see the left to right there on the backhand. That's what you need on this one.
Goes long. Joel Freeman next to T.
One of the more subtle shirts he has in the closet.
I was gonna say this is pretty muted.
You could tell it's chilly out there. Beanie, neck gaiter, sleeves. We saw a little snow in the intro.
Almost looks like a Padres logo on his sleeve, but it's not.
Yeah, I know, it kind of does. So you know you live in San Diego.
Corey and I both have San Diego roots in us.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. Freeman, a very nice drive. He is parked for birdie, and Swenson will look to keep up with the rest of the gang.
Yeah,
Everyone
really stoked to see Leaf Swenson here on the card. NorCal native, graduated from Berkeley. See him out of a lot of tournaments here in NorCal. Stoked to see him here on a national level.
He is not stoked with that result, though. It came out a little early.
No, but it could be opportunity to see him throw a berg depending on the distance. He's a fantastic berg thrower.
Yes, he is. Decent, not great.
Not great, and not what you want to start your tournament off with, like a 34-foot sketchy putt.
Feel that. Kraus, speaking of one of those,
Oh, and putt at your own risk. Looking at that sign, that's horrifying.
that's daunting. Over to Swenson for par. I like the bid, though.
A respectable bid, and honestly, his putting style is very safe. It's spinny, it's flat, it's well under control. He's not going to be flinging it down the mountain, I don't think.
This is Gossage grabbing a share of the lead after one, wasting no time, Core.
Yeah, it cannot be fun being one stroke ahead of some of the best players in the world, and instantly on the first hole, you are back in tide there. These guys are good.
They sure are. Gossage and Freeman grab a stroke as Freeman drops the birdie. Back just one.
Stoked to see Alexander Kraus here play. It's always fun to see on these tournaments that don't have a full Super Pro field. Some of the new players we can get to see play. So stoked to see his huge sidearm play.
I'm a huge fan of that as well, Corey. Yeah. Bogey for Swenson.
Not ideal, but moving on. Again, one of the nicest guys in disc golf, and I know we say that a lot. It's like borderline our tagline, but it's true.
It is, man. Disc golfers are just nice folk.
Oh, I see that logo. I think that's the Schaefer Sports logo.
Oh, okay, cool. Getting to hole 2. Got to get this one, Corey.
Yes, 252 feet. You mentioned it. Really feels like one of the must-gets out here. Is going to have that left to right action similar to hole 1, but just a much smaller version and really no elevation to speak about. A slightly elevated basket, as you can see here on the drone flight, but all of these players throw very competent sidearms. I'm kind of expecting a star frame here, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think we even saw the straight line yesterday. Looks like Gossage will go to it.
Yep.
This was under it yesterday. It won't be today, but still very close.
Yeah, that the little ravine it plays in makes it that like all the shots kind of just roll right or no, they knurl into that bowl there.
Yeah, so just a big backstop. Freeman. And the bowl doing its thing, Corey.
Bowl doing bowl things.
Yeah. Kraus.
Easy birdie. Looking like he's going, what's that, Sexton Firebird I saw on the stand?
It looked like it, yeah. But does not hit the gap, and he has a long look now. Swenson.
Leaf is a Castoplast sponsored player, so throws, for the most part, Castoplast a few Innova molds in there just to kind of fill out the gaps. But
Okay.
yeah, interesting to watch him play.
Yeah. Kraus has a long look at 2, and that is going to feel like a bogey despite it being a par.
Very true, Ian.
Gotta get this one.
I was going to say, par, not what you're looking for when you have the lead going into round 2.
Great point.
Yeah.
Great putt from Swenson.
Great putt. Yeah, we just had the safari out here in San Francisco, and Leaf was on the chase card during the final round, had the whole family out following him. It was a very wholesome experience.
Nice, dude. There's Freeman in for his birdie. That's a share of the lead for the moment, although Gossett will have a chance to answer.
It's going to be a duel all weekend long between these two. You can just kind of feel it. Both
Right.
Colorado, feeling like they want to defend their territory. It's almost weird to say they're battling when Joe Revere's not pictured as well, but he's doing the same thing from the card ahead of him.
You know it. Kind of like Gossage and Freeman honestly have similar games. They both really don't shy away from a forehand or a backhand if the shot calls for it.
Yeah, actually, very well rounded. Honestly, you hit the nail on the head there. And I think Colorado has a tendency to do that, just because, for the most part, you're not dealing with. As Leaf just sends one in there, you're not dealing with an overwhelming amount of woods or anything. It's kind of like pick your own poison, and so I think it sets you up to have to throw long sidearms and long backhands to score really well out in Colorado.
You need a good shot through the gap on 3, Corey.
Oof, yes, and a very controlled one as well. You can see the hillside diving aggressively to the left. If you have a pretty finessey sidearm, I could see that playing well just with the shape of the fairway and the grade of the hill. But I think for the most part, you're going to see these flat, like hammer a stable disc flat and let it just fall right down into there.
Gossage up first.
Yeah,
Looking for the turkey start. No.
I like to play, though. That's a Buzz OS. For mere mortals, it's like a Buzz, but for him, he
Right.
slams on that thing. It's going nice and flat.
Freeman also misses the gap. That's a friendly kick, though.
Friendly kick, but not a friendly upshot. You really don't want to have to approach from distance here.
Swenson.
Okay.
There's a gap there.
Yeah. Hit one of the gaps, but not the ideal one.
Not so much. Kraus, a chance to grab a stroke on the card. He's been bleeding.
I like the sidearm play.
Oh, shaping, Corey.
Dude, he got rooted twice.
He did. Over to Gossage throwing 2. Looking for the up and down par here. Ooh. Maybe.
Yeah, the up part, the down part, yet to be seen.
Freeman. His forehand touch is next level, honestly, Corey.
Oh,
I got him.
Ian!
I got him
No,
so
you
good.
did not.
I'm so sorry, Joel. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. That was so nasty.
Oh my god, that's borderline one of the worst rollouts I've ever seen filmed. That was
That
terrible.
came in so soft. It was so nice. Swenson.
Yeah, good luck, Leaf, after throwing a shot after just watching that.
Oh my, that's Colorado golf right there, Corey.
Yeah,
Let's roll the waves,
that is
man.
mountain golf embodied.
It sure is. There's a Kraus. You'll take a jump putt approach on this one. Well, at least that should settle. And from the bottom of the hill, Joel Freeman, a full drive back up. And doesn't even get there?
That's legitimately the farthest rollout I've ever seen in my life.
That had to be 400 feet, dude.
Ian, you needed to prep me for that. Oh, sick putt.
I didn't know it was coming. I'm watching this blind too, man.
Oh my god, good putt by Aaron. Sick
that was
par save.
huge.
Even better now that Joel's got this for his bogey.
Yeah. Oh.
Gave it a chance. Taking the nickel, though. Ah, you hate to see it.
Man, that was nasty. Kraus for par. Oh,
Good pot.
it dropped.
Man, that rollout was like reminiscent. We filmed Kona getting a roll at daylight. You remember that?
Yes.
It reminded me of that.
Just rolled to the tee pad of the previous hole. Brutal. And brutal is the double for Freeman after that nasty roll away, but that's Colorado Mountain Golf. It'll get you sometimes.
Oof, man, it is the morning we're recording this, Ian, and I'm now awake after that adrenaline-packed roll. That was brutal.
Can you imagine like the hike down the hill and back up for Joel too?
Oh, legitimately tiring you out for the rest of it.
Yeah. Just brutal. Nothing brutal about this make from Gossage though. That was nice, man. Grabbing 2 strokes on Freeman. Heading to break. We'll be back in just a few. And welcome back to the action at Discmania's 303 Open. Hole 4, Corey. What's our play?
Oh, well, as is tradition at this course, you gotta hit the gap, and it's about a touch on this one. It's a gentle left to right the whole way, so sidearm, backhand, whatever you got, you just want it to stop just short of this basket. You could see it's on the top of this berm, and similar to the last hole, you could get that Joel Freeman style roll all the way down, and it is a thicket along of the basket here. Lots of trees.
Gossage has the box and a 1-stroke lead.
320, I'm expecting some fairway driver speed, maybe a cap wrap. Oh. Good.
Not the worst.
Yeah, I say friendly kick, but any kick is unlikely to result in birdie here.
Yeah. You would expect to see a layup for par from there. Swenson.
Yeah, I think standing up on this hole, the goal is really just drop it in that little ravine short of the basket. If you can. Leaf trying to get up and over. He's about in that same spot that Gossage kicked to. This one backhand, though, is a doozy. It's quite a ways uphill.
Yeah. Kraus.
Like the pop, a little bit too much on the flip and glide, but had pretty much the right distance.
Yeah. Freeman. Let's check out the bounce back after the double.
Oh, looking.
No.
Oh my.
Halo Emperor, I think, out of his hand.
Made the
Not
Mando,
a friendly
at least.
kick. He made. Yes, in a world where we're looking for positives, he made the Mando.
He's the silver lining on that cloud. Freeman throwing 2 up the hill. This was a heck of an out, Corey. My goodness.
Good rip. Still has like 30-something feet to the basket, but that's a rip.
Yeah. Swenson should be laying this up for par.
Hey, I saw him wear that sweater 3 days ago.
That looked decent.
Yeah, in that bowl, and that's really the safest spot to be as far as landing your disc.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, par. You're feeling like you got to make something happen.
Yeah, I wonder, huh? Gossage, will he try to make something happen for birdie?
I don't think so.
And you're right.
I mean, that's just Looney Tunes, man. 4 holes into the second round. No way.
Running that putt, yeah, the math does not check out there.
Oh!
No. A nervy putt from Freeman. You can understand why.
Yeah, you could just see it out of his hand. Not too committed to the line. He knew the stakes there.
He'll commit to this one, though. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Well, I guess you could say did not quite commit, Corey, as they chained out left.
No, and now he's got honestly a tougher putt than he just had.
And that was for double again?
Double, and not the fun one from in and out. Ugh.
There's no animal style on that.
No,
Corey.
no, and that's
man.
yeah, that's double meat, dude. You don't even get the cheese.
Oh man, brutal. Swenson. Par looking good on this one, and he gets it, Corey.
Yeah, it's not exactly on the pole, but that's 2 of those, and he'll take them both, I think.
They were effective. Kraus. Where's par? Oh, this is Gossage, excuse me.
Yeah, not too much work here. Again, miss is horrifying, but 11 feet. He's fine.
Yeah. Great pace on that one.
Man, highly recommend this course to anyone out there looking for, I mean, in the area in general, as far as like disc golf vacations, heading up to the mountains. Obviously, Bailey, not really an option to play anymore, but there's so many of these private courses. Beaver's one of the more public ones, but there's tons of private courses that you can contact the owner and figure out a way to get a tee time. Bucksnort stands out to me as like one of those ones you just gotta play.
We filmed Cross Creek a couple of years ago.
Yes, unreal.
Dude, yeah, just water flowing out of the course just in random spots. There's little wells
Springs and stuff. Yeah, that was, I think, for like the Flying Eagle Open or what.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that was. It's just a beautiful part of the country.
It really is. Hole 5, what are we doing?
Oh, man, we are meandering this gauntlet of trees as our drone flies through. No gap at all. This one has 2 pin positions, a shorter one just short of that little tree gauntlet, and then a longer one that pushes up through these birch or aspen, or don't know exactly which trees they are, but flick roller plays. Otherwise, you're really just roping it at the trees and hoping it filters through.
Gossage. He is on board with the flick roller play.
I have a metric that I use to rate courses that's, oh my God, that's fantastic. But like, how high does the course rate on the flick rollers necessary to score ratio? And this one is high, I think. You could throw a few of them.
It's true. Swenson, he's going air shot though.
I mean, it's just as good as the flick roller if you don't feel like you have that in the tank. Oh,
Dang.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, it looks like there is a little bit of a sneaky gap, like off to the right, that the camera isn't exactly lined up on.
Kraus, forehand roller from him.
I like this a little better than Aaron's personally, especially with the kick.
Wow, that was spicy. There's probably a putt there.
I think you kind of want that like quick flip action. The long dragger doesn't seem like the best type of flick roller on this one. Is he going like gator?
Yeah, he must be. This is a really slow looking disc. Maybe a whale even? Nah, gotta be a gator.
Oh, it didn't even miss it, but it's still good.
Yeah. Probably a putt out in circle 2 for Joel. Try to grab some of those strokes back.
Kind of a cool green. Like, no matter where you are, you're going to have to shape a putt.
And Joel Freeman doesn't put quite enough shape on that birdie bid. Over to Kraus for his.
He's frustrated. Played so
Definitely.
good round 1. And not
At least
playing,
he's grabbing pars, though.
I was going to say, not playing bad per se.
Oh. There's one Gossage wants back.
Come on, Lee.
Swenson.
There we go. Back
Grabs
on
a
the
stroke on the
board.
card, Core.
That's what I like to see. Coming back
Yeah.
after that early bogey, 2 out of the last 4. He's in rhythm.
Freeman for par.
Yeah, the only air shot, should be noted.
Oh, yeah. How about that? Not to say the other guys didn't have a chance either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Gossage. That's a putt you'd expect him to make.
I agree. Kind of interesting to see, if you were paying attention to the offseason, Aaron dabbled with a spin putt, kind of making that transition. He played a couple of tournaments, I think like Maricopa Open or Shelly Sharp, a couple of those Arizona tournaments with a new putt. Obviously didn't stick to it, but just fun to see those pro players tinkering.
Yeah. I'd like to see him use a spin putt from like 10 feet and in.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of like what he did there, maybe range that thing out to like 15 feet or so.
Yeah. Hole 6, what are we doing?
Oof. I believe last round we saw some of our players throw the big boom boom hyzer, if you've got it. I don't think we'll see like Leaf, maybe Alexander throw that shot. I'm expecting it from Joel and Aaron. Otherwise, you're throwing it low and just playing that right to left through the trees. I don't know that there's one really fantastic line. Just any of those gaps you can see in front of you. As long as you make it and work left, you should be all right.
Swenson? That got through?
I'm a little shook. It did not look like it was going to.
It did not. Apparently it worked out. Gossage. Ooh.
Okay, not that bad, though.
Yeah. I love keeping it low there, though, using the ground, keep it out of that ceiling, but just missed his line by a little. Kraus.
I almost think like there's a world where Flick Roller could work on this one too.
The ground looks perfect for it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. Not a ton of roots, not a ton of stumpies.
But there's this backhand shot.
This shot.
Oh my goodness, Kraus, what a dime.
He's on the board, folks.
Off the schneid core.
Love it. That's that one I'm pretty sure he's going to make.
Freeman.
Oh, man,
It
it is
is-
just not his day today so far on the front nine.
My goodness, some nasty kicks. That was on a beautiful line, too.
It was. You can start to see a little bit of precipitation falling now, too.
Yeah. An approach from Joel is decent, not great.
Yeah, I would say it's fringing below decent, to be honest with you.
Fair. Gossage pitches over. I think we'll stick with that call.
Whoa,
Oh,
over
never mind.
the
This is-
basket.
That's bad.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Well, he's not quite in Joel Freeman land on hole 2, but
Yeah.
or 3.
But he threw himself there,
I
Corey.
about did. I know.
You know?
yeah,
There was no
you're-
kick involved.
That's a great point. That's all self-induced.
Yeah. That's a nice approach there from Swenson. Down the hill, Gossage throwing 3. I think he'll pick up his first bogey of the day here, unless this goes in somehow.
You'd like to be closer.
Yeah, that's a little tester. Freeman for par and cannot avoid another bogey stroke, Corey.
Well, he's going to find it anyway, even if he can't afford it, unfortunately.
Oh, there is a bogey putt for Aaron.
Man, a lot of blood on this one. I wasn't necessarily
It's-
expecting it.
Yeah, seriously, it's pretty straightforward.
Kraus, he loves to see it, though.
It's been a while since he threw.
I know.
A lot of carnage happening around.
Joel, not too enthused about the way that these past few holes have been playing.
Yeah, 5 over on the last 4. That's an oofda. Kraus, no oofda there, though. This is a park job, Merle.
Very true, and I like the shot here from Brian Geis. A little push in through the trees.
Ooh. Colorado's finest slow-mo operator.
That's
Maybe.
where. That's take it to the bank. Don't cut that. I'm leaving.
right.
We're leaving it.
Hole 7. What's our play, Merle?
Oh, we are crunching it off this box with a little bit of room to fly now after these past few holes where you felt a little bit pinched on the tee and had to hit a gap. This one, if you've got a massive sidearm, plays great. Otherwise, you could feasibly see a big sky turnover getting pretty close to this pin. Unlikely to see an eagle, but I think at least one real short chip up for birdie is on the docket here.
Kraus? There's that OB left as well. I believe it came into play last time.
Yes, great point. That little wood structure, I believe, does mark that OB.
That's a good first shot.
Yeah, he's off more to the right than you want. I don't think you want to be in that little tree cluster, but like you said, the OB off to the left keeps you honest.
Swenson keeping it low so this doesn't fade OB. Do
Oh, and it's fading.
you like it over there?
I'm gonna let's wait till we see the A-cam
Yeah.
angle. My gut says no, but wouldn't be surprised if there was a little something.
Gossage, the power forehand.
This is what I wanted to see.
Oh, this might be.
Too powerful?
We'll see. Nah, it's coming back in.
Is it?
No, it's not.
Holy smokes, that's legit pin high
Wow. It is pin high. Good lord.
though. I need to get me one of them weird blue nukes, dude. Those things are freaky.
I need to get one of those Gossage rotator cuffs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Ooh, look at Joel.
Ooh, Freeman. What a line out of this man, Corey.
It's his type of shot that could get there, you know?
Oh my, he's got an eagle bid. Oh
He does.
I swear that even hit a tree too. That was huge. Gossage and his third. Just trying to scramble up a par. Looks slow. This looks reachable.
I like the over-the-top shot with the hyzer, especially for Aaron. He throws that release so well.
Yeah, he does. Oh my gosh, almost spikes it in, Cora.
Turns out these guys are good, man. If you're playing on that highest level, like, you have to be able to throw those drop hyzers.
Yeah. Swenson, you are right, Corey. Not a great line into the pin.
No. Is that? No, okay, it's not out of bounds. Whew.
No, just a little walking path over there. Kraus. Drive turned out really nice,
Yeah,
didn't it?
really nice spot to be. I didn't realize there
Yeah.
was that little kind of like hallway through the trees if you could just make it there.
Yeah, you lined up perfectly. That should work for a birdie. This is for Eagle out of Freeman. So close.
Oh, you know he was hunting that one.
Oh, man. That would have been such a good moment for his round, how it's gone lately. Swenson for birdie.
Yeah.
Get it, Leaf.
Yes.
What a
Oh, that
monster.
was huge, dude. Using every bit of the basket, the old double tap off the band and the cage.
Killer stuff.
Smile it up, Leaf. That's huge.
Love that. Gossage loving the par, despite the OB drive.
Yeah, he got it in 3. Although, I mean, his tee shot was, 70 feet from the pin, just out of bounds.
It was that. That's also true. Look at our man Kraus, Corey.
Hey,
2-stroke lead right now.
2 strokes. He's on the board, feeling in rhythm. Granted, he's got Leaf Swenson barking down his neck.
He does. It's true. 3 back. Speaking of Leaf, here's this big make from way downtown. Full commit.
Don't you look at that disc and the timing with his feet. We're just going to focus on the flight.
I swear everyone's drop putt is illegal.
I know. I do it. Calling myself, too. I probably do.
I know.
as well.
Me too,
Yeah.
probably. What a make, though. Love
Sick
drop on the bottom.
putt.
Yeah, so cool. Oh, we love this one, Corey. Talk about it.
A sick putt to a sick hole. Par 3, 438 feet. You are ripping this into a mountain. Really play the backstop, backhand, sidearm, whatever you got that is net straight. I think the play is just play it for an ace. Like, there's really no other thing to do.
Yeah. I think if you're aiming, you try to aim right and long.
Sure,
You know?
and just have it fall right back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there is enough room to where it doesn't have to be net straight. Like you said, you can bleed it off to the right or left, and it's also one of those holes very far. Everything
Yeah.
looks like an ace, and then it comes up 40 short. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. 438. It is a pull for sure. Swenson.
I believe this is just a Splatter Star T-Bird, if I know Leaf's bag.
Okay.
I think it's
That was nice.
Yeah, I think he has like a T-Bird, a Destroyer maybe as far as his like 2 or 3 Innova molds.
Uh-huh. Joel.
Crack that whatever it is over though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, that was fun.
looking to do damage on Krause's disc.
Gossage. Blow up those chains, Aaron. Not on
today.
that line.
Not today. No. Should be all right though. A little lower than he wanted,
Yeah.
but this is one of those holes where yes, it feels like you have a putt no matter where you are, but gosh, if you hit any part of that basket and it doesn't go in,
Ooh.
okay, you're kind of holding your breath a little bit.
Absolutely. You can see the slope there with that camera angle. Freeman for birdie. That's back to back after the rough stretch.
He did not like it out of his hand, and
No.
leave it to a 5-over through 4 stretch to make you just hate birdies.
Yeah, that'll do it. Over to Kraus. This is for a turkey after the slow start. And a 3-stroke lead.
Wow, when you put it like that.
Yeah. Ooh,
2-stroke
good
lead's
signals.
good too, though.
2 is better than none.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy for him that it sat. Can easily see that roll in a couple hundred feet. Swenson for his birdie to get within 2 of the lead.
Leaf putts with Recos or Ricos, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, nice and easy. Leafs over 1,000 rated, which, as far as like local/regional pros is about as good as it gets. He's competitive in every one of the local NorCal tournaments, and even slightly competitive on the more regional, national level stuff.
Nice. A couple par tap ins there for Gossage and Kraus. One more look at this Freeman drive. A little chilly out in Colorado again today.
Gosh, puffy jacket,
I
beanie
know.
weather. Feels
On
like
to 9, Merle.
I'll talk about 9 in a second, but I would just
Uh-huh.
say it feels like San Francisco summer, though. I mean, gosh, it is icy right here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's actually insane. This whole tournament was like jacket weather. But par 3, 390 feet. big hyzer if you got it and you're just plunking it back down onto this hillside. Grass up until the green, and then it's a bit rocky and kind of rooty, so you never quite know what you're going to get as far as a finish on the disc. But, I mean, there's really, you just throw it and fingers crossed that it just knurls right up in there.
Swenson.
A little bit flatter than I think we're going to see Aaron and Joel throw, but right there on the green, looking up at it.
Yep, effective. Freeman.
That was a little low.
I'd like to see more height on that from Joel.
Yeah. I think he would have gotten there with that more height. Kraus.
Oof, little drifty, but good.
Huh. How about that? That felt so wide in the air.
I know, it really does. I think it really does need to fly further than we kind of mentally give it credit for.
Yeah, fair. Gossage.
This is more the big hyzer line that I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar spot.
Yeah, little Orion's belt there at 30 feet.
Nice. Over to Joel, who came up short. This is for 2.
Get your pumps in, Joel.
Sit down.
Honest effort not to be for Freeman. Gossage. Birdie putt.
Locking in there. I think taking your extra second, as he just slams that one down, it's just so critical. You know, I think for a lot of less experienced players in tournaments, the number one mistake that everyone makes is speeding up their game, going too quick, forgetting their rhythm. And it's something that I think, 800 to 1,000 rated players could learn from a lot of these super pros. In the moment, you're feeling the anxiety, you're feeling that stress. Just breathe, take an extra second, extra pump. It makes the world of difference.
Swenson for 2. Leaf.
You saw it in his face.
Yeah.
No.
Over to Kraus for birdie. To send the lead back to 2, where it started for the hole.
There we go.
A clean 3 down from your leader.
Clean 3 down, and after the first few holes, I don't know that we would have expected that. He was looking a little nervy. Not throwing his ideal shots, but he's back in rhythm. He's starting this or ending this front 9 in style.
Mm-hmm. This is Joel Freeman for par.
It's funny. You can be like real slow off the start, and kind of that can be in your head a little bit the whole round. And no matter how well you end up playing, you kind of have that taste in your mouth that it was like a little bit of a slow round, even though you maybe chipped your way to like a 6 down or something. Those first 5 holes can really set the tone.
No doubt. There is a Swenson par. Missed opportunity after the great drive. Where are we going, Leaf?
We're going to a break here before our back 9.
Yes, we are. One more look at this Gossage towering hyzer, Corey.
Boom.
That's that pro power, man.
And that honestly, that pro power and that angular integrity, you see all these guys keeping that disc from low to high, making those shoulders match the angle they're throwing. It's so easy to pop flat and get that hyzer to just sit flat for too long.
Feel that. There are your scores through 9. Kraus with that 2-stroke lead. That is all we got for part 1. We'll catch you in part 2. Thanks for watching.